You know what you wish as an astrologer since the age 14? You wish that people would do their astrology. You wish that they would memorize where their planets are, what degree, what sign, and what house. And you wish that they knew that they had maybe perhaps a Neptune square sun, or Neptune was on their ascendant or midheaven, or they have a lot of Pluto. You just wish that they knew that, well, maybe this week is not a good time. You need to wake up and figure maybe it's matter. I may have posted a video that exposed this possibility, but what astrology is for us, it's definitely, it comes with material. If you want to study astrology, you'll see that each sign comes with a book, probably this thick. It can. Just rulership, words, even planets. The planets will come with a book this thick. So when we say the word Neptune, we know that you're talking about water. But when we say water, that opens up to a whole other intelligence system. Nowadays, that's the way you're supposed to do astrology, is you use your imagination and dip in to what we've already gathered along the ley lines of the truth about water, let alone Neptune. I mean, it kind of goes wah, 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 especially when we're talking about Neptune. Anyway, we are having a lot of Neptune in the sky right now, and um, I'm dealing with hell, but it's common for, say, like God. Imagine how, and God isn't really a human being, though. But let's just look at the contrast, like, say, some people want to make contact with aliens. They want to hang out with an alien. They want to know what the aliens will bring for us and how that would be, and uh, uh if they're not, if their consciousness isn't aligned or elevated. First of all, I imagine, you're just confronted with how un say incoherent you really are. What I really wanted to talk about, and I didn't mean to say that one thing personal to any one person, but of course we're going to get into our favorite subject matter of narcissism, which again, for an empath, a super sensitive person, or say like hi Jesus, are you the next person that we would talk about who rolls their eyes a lot? If you look at the pictures of Jesus with the beard, there, just pencil it in. A lot of times she's looking this way or that way. I think it's mainly this way. It's like, it's body language saying, God, these people are stupid. But anyway, a lot of it is body language. This is confidence. If you really know what you're talking about, then you go like this, and you want see when you put your hands together for confidence, or apart and together. See, when you clap, it means you're clearing the air, and usually that whatever you're clapping for, that they say, put your hands together, give us your confidence for so and so who makes it out on the stage. I'm not making it up. By the time you're going like this, it's like too late. You're begging for your life. You're asking for somebody to understand something. Again, body language going up. Stupid people are here. Help us. Anyway, when is it going to be not so obvious? I mean, these people. I mean, anyway, most of the society out there who's going numb and completely unconscious don't want anything to do with it, really. You wouldn't want anything to do with it because you'll notice. Well, a lot of karma. They just live in karmic debt. We'll get into it and get into the subject matter later on, um, but it's the secondhand smoke thing, and what I wanted to talk about is that okay, so Mars is in Capricorn now. It's hardly at 1 degree, and what I was saying is like, okay, so this squares my fucking Mars, my Sun Pluto Mars, and it squares my my ascendant, which is at 6 Aries. And you know what? At this time, Aries, we are so misunderstood, the Aries people. Uh, we get we get our negative side, which could be just hot-headed, low temper, no patience. It seems that way, but it's like no. If we actually are the most patient out of them all because you would have to be, see, because you're the leader, and when you're the leader, you're exuding now even more patience because you have to wait for people, let alone to catch up, but do they figure it out? And that's going on all the time. And by the time, when we do snap, something horrible has gone on. I mean, really, we have to put up with a lot of shit. And usually, now I don't know about the sun, but the rising sign is this way. You know, it, it just will put up with a lot, tolerates a lot, has patience for a lot, but then now particularly we're talking about either it could be a job or a relationship. When enough is enough and they've had enough, and it just switches, and then we won't look back. It's just like, forget it. We've given enough to this. It's going not anywhere where we would want to go with it. Usually, all the time, can't live up to the to the level that the Aries operates industrially and even just awareness wise. It's See, I can feel it. I can feel it. It's so weird. Talk about Okay, so when Mars goes into Capricorn, do you realize now if you have Libra at early degree or any degree, but this is the truth for anybody that has Libra, are you a Libra? Sun, maybe rising? This is the thing. It's like, where do you know where your planets are? Are you people literally stumbling blind out there? Yes. And in your relationships too. As an astrologer, get any astrologer on here and they will say, yes, Jana, yeah, tell them how it's fucking unfathomable. Astrology is something that you people should have learned in school before then. You should have been you should have been born based on a fucking astrology pick. Say, well, whatever you do, for God's sakes, have your child by the time that fucking Neptune and Jupiter and what other planet that was happening in the 2020? Boy, whoever's born on those days. Woo! If you're a smart is there smart women and men too? You would do that. You would say, hell no. You would say, excuse me, do you realize there's a fucking Mars square right now? Mars is doing something. Now watch men do something. Are they all unconscious? Most likely. Oh God, thank you for. See, this is Mars for you. Is it a bad thing? No. Fucking Mars people will tell you the first thing that other people probably need is a kick in the ass. And you know what? Don't do that to us fucking Aries people. Our ass is fucking, especially now. Especially now. Our asses are fucking kicked. And most likely, whatever bullshit you're dealing with right now, I'm talking about Aries now, Aries. Now find Aries in your chart. See, I'm an Aries and I'll direct you that Aries. And why? Well, and because Now let's get into the science of the human organism, the biosphere that the entire collective is providing, whatever you would call our bodies, the human organism. We look at Aries because that's the infant child, that's the very spirit of the human potential within the human being, the one who says, excuse me, I'm here. I have toes, you don't step on those, and I don't lay down like a, a welcome mat. I'm actually helping you. We are working together, right? See, that's what Aries is about. It's just, huh? Quite frankly, it's all just frank. It's like, no, this is the way we operate. What the fuck is wrong with these selfish, fucking idiotic, loser ass, bubble wrap wearing fucking people? See, if we can't be Aries and get a grip of your Aries part of us, you're not, whatever equipment you do use, bubble wrap, helmet, gun, is not going to be any use to you. Is not going to be any use to you. I just got the vision of it, like, oh yes, yes. If you have the non-Aries, if you take the Aries away from the warrior that stands and says excuse me, and stands up and says excuse me, you treated that person like shit. They usually stand up for other people more than themselves a lot. They'll be the underdog's friend and love them until the fucking underdog flips over and says, no, I'm the fucking best. And it's like, damn right. That's where we're heading with the tables turning, Pluto moving into Aquarius. It's like it's a mechanic that's like no choice. And if you're on the side of self-deception and running a game, look, we need to evolve here. That's what we're doing. It's evolution. The Aries will not hang around that which is slow to be evolving, that hangs back and is not going to evolve. It's about growth. It's about expanding. See, it's about being, but expanding into being. See, it's about being, but see, it's like we're not going anywhere, but here now, make it good. Make it good. If it's not good now, kids, when will it ever be? See, that's the fundamental about being an Aries. That's why we love the Aries so much, especially the rising sign. The sun is, I'd say the moon is second, the sun is third in importance. In as far as your immediate personality, your rising sign is literally what guards you at a party. It's not, it's your shell, it's your physical body. It's not who you are, the very heart of you. That would be your sun, your ambition. Why you're here, why you're organized, you know. The heart is an organ, and that's interesting. Did I put that video up also? Well, I don't know when I'm going to put this video up. Um, I think I should put it up right away, like tomorrow, or at least on the 7th. But it's actually the 5th right now. But I've already put videos up. But I'm just um, catch the gist about that. Okay, so we can people that don't, you know, out of all the things to learn in school, astrology should be one of them. They should just check whether or not, oh, are you making sure you know where your planets are and you know where the planets are? It's not to project. It could be taught in a completely different way. There's so many different ways to approach the tool. It's a tool. You know, you can look through it and see the truth in reality without even having gone outside. You can look into astrology and you can learn. Like I said, what does Neptune point at? What does Pisces point at? And we don't even have to talk about a human quality trait. We can say the ocean, water, all of that that's inside of it. The mystery of it all comes up. There's Pisces right there. Very mysterious, very just they don't even know. They don't even know themselves. It's like, that's just the nature of existential reality. You take a deep breath. It's okay. Back to Aries, the infant says, I can know. It's not here without me, babes. The universe is human. Anyway, Mars, I'm squaring my ascendant and then squaring my 369. Let alone, let's get into my, see, this is the way you do it, is your personal astrology that's like, I'm supposed to have patience for this. See, other people in your life, see, you do their astrology and you notice it because you do have the same similar aspects. You guys wouldn't know each other if you didn't. You can actually see some people's chart. Oh, I can tell I'll never know you. Really, it's because you have too much swearing and blah blah blah. That's the truth. Two totally different people. You can see, I mean, as a professional astrologer, you go through thousands of astrological charts, and you'll see, yeah, most of these people I don't know. They just don't have an aspect to me. Um, but and you can't know them. I mean, it's kind of like a oil water mix, really. They won't be interested in you. Say, like, yes, there's the amazing Mars square Mars right there. We're going to argue till the fucking sun comes up and down. Can you just get away from each other? No, some people get married with that. A Mars square Mars or something like that. Mars square the ascendant, or they have a major conjunction and all of it's square the hell out of their planets. And it's like, you guys are okay. How is this happening? We don't know. We don't know. It's a study. It's like, well, first of all, it's a reversed universe. So you're not supposed to know that there's chemistry. And so that works it's kind of weird, especially the Leo and Scorpio dynamic. The Leo and Scorpio dynamic. I mean, I figure what's happening there is that Scorpios are like, God, those people are so stupid. Let's see how far I can abuse this clown. And they do. That's the way Scorpio is. It's just like they're so boring anyway, and they don't even talk about possible absolute narcissists. Leos take the cake, but then Scorpio's like, nah, no, I'm in competition with Leo. Oh, true. Why Leo is number one on the list of who's a narcissist out there? Because it's sun ruled and sun rules the ego, and that tends to be kind of overinflated. That's the problem. That's what we're looking at. It's not really the mind, as far as ego. Ego, what drapes and says I'm far more important is an identity. It's called ego. Okay, so we didn't say the mind, because the mind isn't that bad. How can we work this out? Or how are you going to get out of it? Well, let me tell you, the higher mind is when I say mind, I'm saying that's what I'm talking about. That's the only one I know because my Mercury is conjunct Uranus, and Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, is the higher mind. It's a higher octave of Mercury, Aquarius, which opposes Leo. See, we have opposing planet, an opposing sign. Whoever you are, you have an opposing sign. Now, if you're lucky in your past Libra, Libra is the first op, realization of an opposition of the I am. It's Venus who says, there's I am over there. Well, that's interesting. Can we build a wall 6 feet, maybe 8 feet? That's fine. So there's Venus over here, and then there's bullshit. I know how to climb wall, and there's Aries. Aries says, and by the way, I can build the fucking wall if you need the wall built. That's what you need. Yeah, and also go to the moon. Okay, I'll be back. And then if I go to the moon, can I? Yeah, sure. Went to the moon, back, built the wall, whatever. Yay! Got together. Just ask, and ye shall receive. Anyway, um, we have um, trying to talk the localized astrology without. It's so corny for me. Yeah, for sure. Looking at it, man. This weekend, okay, we're talking about the 6th and the 7th. Well, Mercury is at the 23 and then 23 for 2 days in a row. It's at 23 only because it's going forward in Sagittarius. 23. If you knew me, see, if you knew you look, you listen for degrees. There's only 30 degrees per each sign of the zodiac. possibility of where it could be, where a planet could be in the zodiac is a certain degree. You have to memorize your degree. If you hear 23, I have a 23, Venus. Oh, well, it's not just sitting over there in the sixth house. When you look at the fact that I have 5 planets under the rulership of Venus, and then we go back and look at what Venus is doing, it's in Virgo. Well, tomorrow, this weekend, it's at 23 degrees. It's very awkward. It's like poor taste. Not only do I make a bad choice in taste, most likely, I mean, without, I can't help it. It's like, I can't help it, you know. You have to be really skilled. You can rise above all of this if you've transcended. Um, you can transcend. And that's when you know you're getting up there in age and you're an elder and you know that it's hard to explain, but you can see astrology is here for transcending. So is everything else. Astrology is just a tool that says there's the truth in the world. Are you interested in the truth? Experiences of reality, some moments, vast amount of experiences that you can think of astrology, can point at it, includes the truth, and that's experiences of the truth too. That's all it's doing. It's not doing anything except for pointing at the possibility that the truth exists. In case you did live in a cinder block, I don't see how you would ever know without an experience, though. See, I didn't get interested. Thanks for listening to this. I didn't get as interested in it unless I had a question about myself a long time ago. I mean, here I am. I'm thinking, God, why am I so intense the way I am? I mean, I am. Well, my astrologer told me. I met my good friend and a slash astrological teacher who informed me of astrology and through my curiosity of wanting to know. See, astrology does not work for people who are not curious about anything in life. Now, now astrology can actually help people open up their curiosity. Now, Shauna, why wouldn't people be curious about anything, or why wouldn't they want to be curious to in such a way that it's healthy, to where you're actually learning instead of being fed something? Well, it's because why wouldn't they be curious and instead of being fed? Because they're being abused. They have oppressors around them. They have things that keep whipping them away from that freedom of being curious and moving into their own faculties to know, because that's what their birthright is. And you'll be surprised how many narcissists out there who are indeed rendered to that very state, and they actually can think something else, like and they do, and it's a big be careful. You want to watch out. You don't let this dictate you. It can't dictate you. But for some people, it probably can. And you've noticed it's narcissists. They can turn on the fucking TV and get a suggestion and then go outside and then see life through that way and even live it out. The Bible. The Bible next. End of days is coming. Yeah, who wrote that fucking book? The same people that don't want you to figure out what all the manipulation that's going on, how they make the paperback and how they print it all, and they're gonna fucking keep throwing that at you, and fucking as long as that works, we're gonna do the TV set. As long as that works, now we're gonna do the Gwyn Tower. As long as that works, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Who cares? We left the fucking planet. Now you're just a fucking robot batting down the possibility of God ever making it through the womb or anywhere, however it comes. No amen. No more amen. A woman? Hello? Who are these fucking people? Here comes Mars. Who are these people that are fucking walking blind and running around and fucking treating each other like shit? And the children are, huh? As long as this thing's running, and it's running, let me tell you about narcissists. Now, this is the fucking juiciest part that you're going to get because you hung on to every word. Now, let me tell you something about narcissists. You're going to hate this if you're a narcissist. It's not fun. See, this is the thing. It's hard to prove, but it's like no, we can start pulling it up and looking at it. It's obvious. Okay, narcissists because they're we all know now they're stuck, right? There's a lot of them that is stuck around about the age. Well, they're emotionally like toddlers. There's a lot going on there insecurity wise. So where do they find shelter and security around? Children, particularly under the age 4. Under the age 4 is, you know, it seems the younger the better. They excel. They get along with their kids so well, but then they have a problem. In extreme cases, the problems mount up. We're supposed to believe that it's the fucking child's problem, but it's really the narcissist. And then now you're diagnosing them with all kinds of shit. Shameful society. Those kids are not even fucking. You can diagnose them all you want with everything fucking being retarded and drunk and every fucking thing. People are so stupid, by the way. Excuse me, sorry, I don't mean to get like I'm directing it to any one person, but that's what we have going on out there. 80% Huns, and then okay, so let me repeat to you. They find shelter. The older, the ones that they find shelter in surrounding themselves with children. Now, um, teachers easily could be gravitating towards that because of their secret need to torture. Really, it's just they want control and to feel like that they are that all eyes on them, right? Attention seeker. And the human feed. There's a human. It's very important to know that. See, we're going to start expanding this more because, like, okay, they say that there's 2 different people on the planet, and that's exactly what we're talking about. And it doesn't have to be gender oriented. See, now if you can imagine that there's 2 different kinds of people on the planet, the fully encapsulated mind versus the one who is just reality oriented and has awareness. Those are the 2 different people we're talking about. That's exactly what the split is about. So then, if that's the case, and yes, it is, do they have 2 different worlds that they live in? Yes, of course, they should. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see maybe it's awkward out there. Maybe the 2 are trying to get together and get along, and maybe there's a philosophy that says, yeah, that of course they can. You have to balance them out. No, you don't. No, you don't. And that's where the philosophy comes with, it says the words, oh, you balance the mind out with the heart. Oh, did you find harmony with the mind and the heart? No, no, nope, uh-uh. And see, I'm one of the few gurus on the planet that's breathing, probably in the West, the only one. And then there's a few not alive today. I don't know who's there today. Well, there's a lot of women that just pipe up and say, excuse me, that can't even be a law of physics that the mind takes over and then we just get rid of reality and the truth. And that's the mind is what controls they say is to cater to the mind and then you get everything you want. It's all about your mindset. And like, no, it's not. Do you have a physically healthy body to get up and get your shit? Go do it. Just do it, says the body, says Aries. Getting back to my speech in the very beginning. Aries goes beyond, even though we're the first one to use our fucking head and get out and into it. It's the sign of the ram is right here, is what you're looking at. Is we use our heads, but maybe it's because it's like, yeah, where are you? Where are you? Besides for here right now. Huh? You know how the Aries ram gets up and boom, and they do that, and it's like, and all you hear is like this echo. It's like, okay, we're here now. You want to start a barbecue? I don't know. Thanks for listening, you guys. This is amazing. Just Mars, I'm Mars ruled. You might as well say I'm energy, pure energy ruled. Mars was the ruler of Scorpio before they found Pluto. And then when we find Pluto, which is a cold stone way over there, we don't even know if there's life on it and if it's big or small or what, but it's very, very, it's like a sociopath over there. Okay, Scorpio can have that. Mars stays over there Aries, nothing compares. Um, you think Scorpio does not stay sexy, okay? In other words, it's Mars over there. Okay, have a good day.